forest surrounded by water. Perfect for parampara, the transmission from one human to the next. Treasure of the Earthman, the Codex of Breath speaks of communion with trees. For what they breathe out, we breathe in, and vice versa. This man moves simply, yet there is a mystery and density to his demeanor. He isn't about theatrical presence, nor authority, just coherence. Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Mahaganapataya Namah. Om Ganganapataya Namah. Om Shri Vinayakaya Namah. Om Shri Hrim Klim Ganeshwaraya Brahma Swarupaya Charave Sarva Siddhi Pradeshaya Vigneshaya Namo Namah. I believe you cannot explain yoga with words. It's something which you really must feel, and which start to speak in a very unique language, which only can be understood by those who practice and who follow a real practice. If somebody understands this somehow or feels yoga in this way, then I believe it will become a lifelong sadhana. You will never want to stop. I said many times, practice without creating this energy. It's not completely useless, but it's quite empty and it would become very boring. And it's not for everybody. This is maybe also important, which is quite misunderstood in modern time, where they make yoga like a mass product for everybody, a worldwide big business. Many people believe that samadhi can be bought in 7-Eleven, that it's something easy, you just need to pay and then somebody will give it to you or whatever. All this, of course, not possible. This is what we want, to get out from this negative positive thing somehow, to reach a level where, as yogis say, there is only Satchitananda, these three highest things: Sat, the absolute truth, of course; Chit, the purest mind, which is completely empty; and Ananda, of course, which is this pure ecstasy. Everything that we do is very easy. Basically, it's easy movements. Do them with full power. You cannot just do everything without controlling it. And this control, I said, this control, it will expand, it will come into your whole life, and you will start to understand your limits. We exhale very deeply, pull the abdominal wall back and up, Uddiyana Bandha. When you work with the abdominal wall, do it, of course, with concentration as strongly as possible. Try to relax the trunk as much as possible. The more relaxed you are in the shoulders, in the chest, in the back, the better you can move the abdominal wall outside or inside. We do it one more time. Exhale very deeply, pull back and up. There are three main bandhas: the Mula Bandha, the Abdominal, Purna Uddiyana Bandha, and the Jalandhara Bandha in neck and throat. Mula Bandha, one way contraction, one contraction. The Purna Uddiyana Bandha, two ways. It can be pressed outside after inhalation or pulled up after exhalation. And the Jalandhara Bandha, the blocking of the water pipes, has four ways: the neck lock, the throat lock, or pressing the head sideways to contract certain muscles that have, of course, blocking the nerves and blood vessels in this part. We do these twofold Purna Uddiyana Bandha, stand straight, relaxed, We inhale very deeply by nose, then push the abdominal wall out as strongly as possible, really inflate the abdomen with full power. Then exhale, pull it back and up. Also with full power, try to remain on both sides as long as possible. Yeah, of all the bandhas, this one is the most powerful because it has a very strong effect on the metabolism. The metabolism is this system inside of us connected to the digestion and to the breathing process. It can really transform all the elements which we take in, be it the oxygen or food or water or whatever, and make it useful, produce energy from it. So by doing Purna Uddiyana, of course, you start to have a very, very strong impact on your system, on mind and body. We do it one more time. Inhale very deeply, press out, then exhale and pull up. Yeah, always consciously follow these feelings which come up from such movements. They will connect you to your unconscious part. And of course, the more you connect to the unconscious part, the more you will lose the consciousness. But the yogi should never become unconscious. Unconscious is when you really completely lose this sense of being who you are or where you are. So do it always in a way that you will not pass out. We do it one more time. Inhale very deeply, press the abdominal wall forward, exhale, pull it up. Now take the left leg up with both hands, hold it with the left arm, cross both arms and try to pull the left thigh up to the chest. The pose is called Pavana Muktasana, the Prana liberating pose, because it will increase the flow of oxygen and prana in the body. Straighten the left foot and Inhale very deeply, hold the breath, and just press this left thigh to the chest as much as you can. Of course, such poses have an effect on the body. You don't even need to mention all the effects. It's very good for the hips, very good for the legs. All asanas which are performed in yoga, they have only one aim. They want to open the Muladhara chakra, activate it first, increase the flow of these two energy channels, Ida and Pingala, and by doing this, activate the energy of the Muladhara. This is also quite a long process to open the chakra. I told you it's quite difficult. It's the first step to do. It's already like a big obstacle to open this Brahma Granthi, as it is called, the knot of Brahma, or Ganesh Granthi, the knot of Ganesh, because Ganesh is said to be the ruler of this part of the body.
The impact of the work is profound. Some practitioners leave after the first few achagaris. Because breath is not just a function, it's a force unfolding like a tide inside, rising, breaking, dissolving. Moving through the body the way winds move through trees, shedding dead leaves and branches. Gradually, the body rearranges. These postures are not just exercises, they are positions of listening, of nurturing and healing.
I told you that the Uddiyana Bandha is only one side of the full Uddiyana, consisting of Udara Bandha, the cave lock when you press out, and Uddiyana Bandha, the flying up lock when you pull up inside and make all the blood come up by creating a suction in the abdomen. Very powerful bandha, we call it Achagari, the big snake, a name of the kundalini. Yeah, Achagari, the word consists of two syllables, Acha and Kari, or two parts, Acha and Kari. Acha is a male goat, a ram with these heavy horns, and Kari, a female, very big snake, and the snake, she will swallow the ram completely. The yogi is the ram, and the Kari, the snake, is the kundalini, who will absorb him. The more you can be absorbed from this power, which yogis call kundalini, this connection of conscious and unconscious energies inside, the better for you. Yeah, we know from Patanjali's book that it's about stopping the mental activities completely. Yogis, also Patanjali, don't believe that this is possible by trying to control the mind alone. Only the control of the body can make this possible. Yeah, this energy, of course, it awakens slowly. It's very much connected to the so-called autonomic nervous system. We call it vegetative in German, something which works on a level of the plants. So, of course, you cannot increase this energy by force. You cannot, when the plants start to push out from the ground, you cannot pull on it to make it grow faster. You have to make it grow by taking care of it. So treat it very carefully. If you start to feel it, treat it like something divine. It is divine, I believe. Patanjali also writes in the Yoga Sutra that it's about controlling this nerve, which we call vagus nerve in modern medicine, the nervus vagus, because it's going around in the whole body. Vagus means something which goes around everywhere. And in Patanjali we call it Kurmanadi. Kurmanadi is also mentioned in other old yoga books. It's the same channel called Manovaha in Sanskrit, the pathway of consciousness. Patanjali writes, by controlling this nerve, you start to create very strong stability, and then the trance will come. Inhale again by nose, do Vajrakari.
At first, the practice is effort, discomfort. However, these sensations dwindle and soften into awareness. Breath is not merely life's companion. Air is the bearer of Prana, the substance which sustains life, which weds spirit to matter.
I am Reinhard Gammenthaler, that's my name. I am from Switzerland, and I'm a practitioner or adept of Hatha Yoga. When I was 25, this was in the year 1978, I suddenly had this strong input from destiny that I should change myself, that I should change my life. And this was the beginning of my sadhana. A sadhana is a spiritual path when somebody decides that he wants to follow a spiritual path, to seek for himself. I grew up in a very normal Swiss family with one brother, one sister, and visited school, of course, like most European children do. But then came, youth and sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and all these rebel ideas. The wish to break out from this society, which in the 60s, of course, was more like black and white, gray society, people walking around with tie and suit. It was about normal things, of course, television and all kind of stupid advertisement. And I very strongly, of course, suddenly started to wish to find a way out of this. I didn't want to go to school anymore. Then I started to oppose, of course, very strongly, first in my family against my father. All I wanted was to go to India. This was, the hippie dream. Somehow, suddenly India became very popular because of Ravi Shankar. I believe Ravi Shankar played Indian music in Monterey and then later also in other American festivals, and Indian spirituality came in Woodstock, of course. The first gurus, or what people believed was guru, they appeared, and it was like this new age belief. And then I was kicked out of school. I packed my bag, a small bag, and I went to the highway in Bern and started to hitchhike to go to India. It was quite a fascinating journey, all by road. I hitchhiked to Italy first, then to Yugoslavia, from Yugoslavia to Greece, from Greece to Istanbul. From Istanbul I went all the way to Turkey, to Tehran, and then we reached Afghanistan and stayed quite long time in Afghanistan, and then came to India and went to Kathmandu. But when I came back, India was very much inside of me. It is a fascinating country, fascinating culture. I'm very glad I still experienced India like very Indian, not like today. Today it's still India, but it changed very, very much. When I came, there were almost no soft drinks, nothing. People didn't drink a lot of alcohol. There were some 5-star hotels where people could get beer, but mostly, even in Delhi, there was no beer, no alcohol. And all Indians, they resembled a little bit yogis. It was in 1978. I was not so much a rock fan anymore, and also not a real hippie anymore. Hippies started to disappear. It was reggae, which was the music which I liked since 1976. When I heard when I had the first reggae records in my hands, I really loved this music, and it was just the only music which I wanted to play. And then 2 years later, I traveled to Jamaica in search of love, peace, and all these Bob Marley fantasies somehow about unity and one heart, one soul. I didn't find it in Jamaica, to be frank. I became a member of an expedition. I met some guys who wanted to cross the Darien jungle between Panama and Colombia with a jeep. We met a man in the jungle who came with us for a few days, and this was for me one of the most miraculous meetings of my life. This man, he was very powerful, very strange, and I think he mostly wanted to have a contact with me. He knew a lot about me. This for me was the strangest thing. Basically, he knew who I was. He even knew about my bad habits and so on. Every day he told me that I should change myself, and of course I asked him what he means, that I think my life is quite okay and that I like how I am and so on. And he said I should change myself. The most important, I should change my view of sexuality. He said that I should be careful with my sperm, that I should try not to lose my sperm, which I, of course, absolutely didn't understand why and what for. But he tried to teach me or to tell me that this is about life power, which I lose, and which I lose in a way that I start to be filled with more negative energy. The more I lose this positive power, the more I would start to be filled with negative energies. And he told me I should change my food habits. Every day he showed me what I should eat. He only took rice, white rice. He put a lot of sugar on the rice and poured milk over it and said, this is what I should eat. It's like, of course, kheer, what yogis call kheer, rice pudding, milk rice. He said I should stop smoking, I should not use drugs, I should abandon all these habits which were not good for me, basically. In yoga, in Hatha yoga especially, but in yoga in general, there is always the mentioning of the importance of prana. Prana is the pure life power which we obtain basically in the strongest way by breathing. Prana is a very subtle energy. It is even more subtle than electromagnetic energy. It's vibrating on a very high level. You could say prana is like pure love. Prana is life. Prana is light. Light. All the very good things which remove the fear from people, which produce the nice aspects of our world. They are very strongly connected to prana. Hatha means power. It's a yoga of power. It's spiritual power, of course. They talk about the spiritual path. Hatha yoga, very spiritual yoga. It has nothing to do with some kind of workout, gymnastic workout or things like this. Hatha and Raja are two parts of what is called Ashtanga yoga, the yoga of 8 steps. Hatha being the roots and Raja the fruits which come when you start to grow this tree of yoga in your life. Hatha yogis believe that this real Hatha yoga is not for everybody, of course. The practice itself is not a secret, but it will not be understood by everybody. By practice alone, you can reach levels of intensity which suddenly start to work on your consciousness and start to show you the secrets of yourself. Like the heart of Hatha Yoga, it's called Svara. Svara is the mastery of the breath. It's about obtaining as much prana as possible to destroy all negative things inside of you, to activate the positive energies in the body very strongly, and to help you keep the negative part in check. Of course, it's in the beginning like a fight. You start to purify yourself, and then some enemies will come up inside of you. And these parts of your lower nature, they will start to fight for their survival. My guru never said that this is only for Indian people. In fact, he had been teacher for many Indian people. And he said that even though he had thousands of students and visitors from all over the world, he never had a yogi. He was very sad, disappointed, and just before I met him in real life, he even stopped teaching at all. He closed his ashrams. He said he would want to go away from Delhi and go to the Himalaya and practice samadhi. And me, I was lucky that I still met him. Yeah, he still, as if he was waiting for me. Hello, my friend. Here you are. Okay, we have a new guest. And then I started to learn, from him, and I was very lucky. I believe he was starting to teach me about Svara, what I mentioned about this mastery, that it's about becoming aware of inner energy and about manipulating inner energy by doing exercises which appear quite easy, but which have a very strong effect, of course, when you start to do such a practice, which is constantly trying to change energies from the left to the right side. Then if you do it in the right way, of course, it starts to have an effect on you. It is like putting you in a slight trance while you practice. It starts to create feelings. The practice becomes quite intense, and I believe those people who are not afraid of this, of course, many people when they come first time, I see that they are afraid or not sure, maybe not for them, they would not come anymore. But those people who are called for self-realization, I believe they start to feel this from the beginning, and they, of course, come again. It can be anywhere. Some people I only saw on seminars, but I saw them, and I wrote a book about this Ashtanga yoga. It's called Kundalini Yoga Parampara, like the heritage of this old yoga, which is about Kundalini. In this book you find all information which you need in written form to practice. And if you start to practice by yourself, I'm sure that the same will happen to most people.
The time came to leave the island with an invisible treasure, a rejuvenated awareness of the self. Subtle, constant, powerful beyond measure.
Yoga, as it is said in the Yoga Shastra, it will never reach everybody. It's not for everybody. Even in a crowd, in a big seminar, if 1,000 people would come, maybe 100 people would be very excited after the seminar. They would want more, but then amongst these 100 again, 90 would quickly lose their interest because of life. Life would come and pull them back into their lives. And maybe 10 would continue, and then amongst these 10, there might be only one at the end who really continues.